Hey, Star Wars action figure collectors, this is Dark Phoenix 619 coming at you with another review, and this time I have the animated Boba Fett. This one, my loose one, of course I have him carded. I got him a while back and decided to leave him in the card just because he looks so darn cool. Got this one loose at a convention for about $3, and this is actually the one that was released as part of the Wal-Mart Droid Factory line that was released in the Legacy Collection back in, I think, 2009. Could be wrong about the date. It came with this droid. I forget the name of the droid, but it's basically the same figure with different accessories. So, you know, I really wanted to get that staff, but whatever, it's not a big deal. I'm glad just to have, you know, this Boba Fett in this color scheme. So let's go ahead and look at the packaging first. So of course this is animated Boba Fett. Finally saw the cartoon. As most of you know, there's a little Easter, well, not really an Easter egg, but on the features, on the bonus features of the Blu-ray, they have the episode, or the one shot I should say, where animated Boba Fett made his debut. So it's kind of cool to see that. But there's the figure, and this comes with a different blaster pistol than the one I have. And of course this comes with this little, not necessarily a trident, more like a bident, I guess, because he only has 2 prongs, but the staff that he carries. So there's a gold coin. Really cool figure, and there's the little shot of him from the animated episode. A little character profile if you want to read it, and then another one over there if you want to pause and read that. So there is the figure. So onto the figure itself. Now basically it's just a repaint of the VOTC Boba Fett that's been released many a times, but you know, I don't blame them. I think it's a fantastic figure. And here they are side by side. As you can see, the exact same thing except for the paint applications. Okay, and then right there, it's a little bit different. I didn't even notice that until right now. So the gauntlet there. Everything else is pretty much the same. You know, you even got the Wookiee hair. Forget the name of it, but you know, the cape's a little different. And there you go. So let's get a closer look at this one. And it's mainly his paint apps. I mean, I think one of my favorite paint app is the color that they use. Kind of has a metallic blue finish to it here, which I really like. And you see on the gauntlets here, the wrist launchers and the flamethrower or whatnot. So I think that looks really cool. I really like the battle damage on the chest piece. The dents and the scratches looks really nice. Okay. Of course, you got your working holster there. You got the removable jetpack. So similar to the other one, but in a different paint scheme. So yeah, and his feet. Nice little silver metallic finish there. So just, I think, you know, being a Boba Fett fan, I really wanted to have this guy, and to see him in this paint scheme is really cool. You know, most of us are big Boba Fett fans, so to get another figure of him that's been painted differently, and plus, you know, this is his animated representation. I think he's a must for any collector, especially Boba Fett fans. So then there's his weapons right there. Different from the ones. This one's really nice. It has some sort of, not quite sure what's going on there, but I really like it. Kind of an imprint, and little kind of silver paint apps. The black paint apps looks really nice. There's some the barrel here is worn, so that's kind of cool. Then you've got this nice little blaster pistol too that shows some signs of weathering. So really nice. Helmet isn't removable, so thought I'd mention that. So it doesn't come with the staff, but like I said, it's not a big deal. Articulation's pretty much the same as the VOTC. You got your ball jointed head, ball hinged shoulders, ball hinged elbows, swivels here at the forearm. You got a swivel at the waist. Got the swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles. So some great articulation. And I didn't mention this, but we saw it previously. Of course, the soft goods cape, which has a little tear, so you gotta be careful with that. So I mean, it's definitely cool to have this guy, and like I said, you know, maybe I can find the staff loose or whatever, but figure itself, I don't think it's too expensive on eBay. I think he goes for a reasonable price. I'm not maybe even better loose. So, like I said, definitely a must if you're a big Boba Fett fan. I think it's a cool figure nonetheless. So yeah, highly recommend him. All right, guys. So there you have it. I'm gonna be off for Thanksgiving break, so that's kind of nice. Thinking about doing something different, a little something special, something similar to a video that I did a while back, and you know, that'd be kind of a cool, fun project to work on while I'm on break, and you know, my little one's sleeping. So, anyways, expect that hopefully soon. And until next time, you guys, may the Force be with you.